Папа, а почему у нас в кассе все дети разные? Одни высокие, другие низкие. А еще я заметила, что у нас в кассе есть дети с разным цветом глаз. Почему так?
Люди все разные, потому что у них различные гены. Ген – это единица наследственности. Все гены сгруппированы в геном, который построен из ДНК.
Как интересно, я видела по телевизору, что есть дети, которые не растут. Почему они не растут? Почему так?
Причина в том, что у нас разная генетическая структура. Хотя 99% геномов одинаковы в двух разных людях, выходит, что разница в генетической последовательности составляет 1%.
Откуда ты знаешь столько много о геномах?
Я читал в проекте «Геном человека». Давай почитаем об этом в интернете.
Давай.
So what is HGP? Human Genome Project is one of the biggest international collaborations of scientists. The global aim of Human Genome Project was to identify the sequence of the nucleotides in all the DNA molecules. Don't forget that DNA of one human cell contains 3.2 billion pairs of nucleotides. At the same time, there was fixed position of all genes, their functions and interference with each other. Well, in order to make the work, scientists made the following aims. To complete sequencing of human genome. 2. Identify new genes and identify among them those which cause predisposition to the diseases. 3. Possibility of person's identification. 4. Realization of the genetic passport. 5. Detection of one nucleotide polymorphism. 6. Searching of new methods of treatment of diseases. 7. Definition of the nucleotide sequence of all genomic DNA of the person. And 8. Identification of the molecular reason of genes breakage. Project helped many people to identify if they have a disease or not by making the DNA test. They can build a family health history on a special website, US Surgeons Web. One more Human Genomes Project's advantage is in the ability of identifying the type of a gene mutation. Let's look at its use at one of the examples as a Wilson's disease.
Wilson's disease is an illness when a human's body contains a huge amount of copper. The reason of that disease is a substitution of histidine by a glutamine at 1069 codon, H1069Q. That's common for 30 or 60% of the recorded mutations. The substitution of arginine on leucinium is also possible. The symptoms of Wilson's disease are the following. The liver or the brain are the main organs which are primarily affected. That appears from 4 to 70 years old. And the symptoms are loss of appetite, easy bruising or fatigue. Nervous system may be affected in the following. Difficulties in speech or walking, anxiety or depression. And in order to test the Wilson disease, there is a need to conduct a laboratory test. Doctors need to identify the amount of copper in the urine and in the blood. The second test is called a liver biopsy. Doctors take a small piece of person's liver with the help of a needle and examine that part under a microscope. How to treat Wilson's disease? The best way of treatment is identifying the presence of the disease in the body as early as they can. If it's treated well, people have good health later. The basic way of treatment is done by removing the copper from the body. This is done by a zinc therapy. The salts formed prevents the process of absorbing the copper by the digestive tract. Cyprin and cuprimine are two drugs which release the copper into the bloodstream. Later on, it is filtered by the kidneys and excreted by urine. What can I do to help people with Wilson's disease? One of the ways of reducing the suffering of people is removing the products which contain large amounts of copper in the diet of that person. I can do a list of products which will answer to that requirement and also make up different recipes with that food.